Hi, class. Yes, yes, yes. My name is Dexter. And with me today we have Reese's Pieces. Okay. I needed a. Oh, is everything okay?
Yeah,
Would you like to be in this as well?
what is it?
Okay, well, no, we're not going to add him in this. Okay, we're going to stay over here. But no, today we will be talking about emotions. And I needed a male figure to express their opinion. No, they do not speak for the entire male species. But yes, yes, yes. Here he is.
Oh,
Go ahead, you can adjust to make
Oh.
yourself feel better. It's okay. It's okay.
I like this way better. Okay.
Okay, he
cool.
likes this. Okay, well, back to me. I'll be your quote unquote Barbara Walters interview. Okay, our first question is what is your opinion on expression of emotions? Okay, we're gonna leave it on you so you can talk freely. Just some people don't do too well in the camera. Okay, go.
Oh no. Okay, it's fine. You can keep the camera on me if you want to. My opinion on expressing emotions would be.
Put the hand down so we can hear you talk. It's okay. You can be loud.
My opinion on expressing emotions is, I honestly don't express my emotions out in front of people as much. So I think that emotions, expressing them is important in some way, but for me, I know that I tend to express my emotions behind doors, especially ones when I'm like sad, and I try to keep those more contained when I'm around people.
Now we have a quick and easy question. What makes you laugh?
Makes me laugh. Anything goofy. Honestly, things that shouldn't make me laugh. Like, it'll be a serious environment and I'll be the only one laughing about it. It happens all the time at work. I'd be secretly laughing at Sergeant Bruno all the time. I'd be just putting my bond in front of my face, or in class or something like that. But usually, it's either anything goofy or something out where you're really not supposed to be laughing about, because I'm horrible. But it's fine.
Now, if you don't mind me getting a little serious on your ass, I have a question. Oh my God, I'm sorry. What emotion do you consider to be your strength?
Would positivity be an emotion or happiness? Or just being.
And it's up to you.
I would guess like strength would be just my joyfulness. Like, I guess, not trying to push my own button, but I feel like I'm a very joyful person.
Yes.
So I like try to keep myself in a positive mood just to make sure the whole atmosphere is also positive. And I feel like it's a powerful thing just to be positive, and it just rubs off on other people.
Okay.
Like this gloomy person right over here.
Oh, don't touch me. Oh, no. I'm joking. No. Okay, what emotion? Okay, we're going to reverse it. What emotion do you feel is your weakness?
My weakness
Mhm.
would be, I don't know if jealousy or envy would be an emotion, but it would be something around that. That would be my weakness, because that usually gets me overthinking things or something that I do want, and it makes me irritable, very irritable, and it just kind of like a domino effect of other things. It'll get from jealousy or envy to irritable to sad to mad, and it'll just go all the way down to that. But I would say that would be that my weakness would be jealousy or envy. Or something like that.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you're embarrassed?
Honestly, I don't care anymore. It doesn't bother me no more. I embarrass myself every day. Honestly, I'm a very goofy person. It always happens. I'll say good morning. It'll be 12 o'clock in the night, and I'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, good night." One of those. It happens all the time when I'm working or at Jay. I embarrass myself in front of them all the time.
We interrupt this program to bring our special guest. How do you feel when you are embarrassed, sir?
When I'm embarrassed?
When you are embarrassed, how do you feel when you are embarrassed?
Well, I mean, a lot of people shut down, but me, myself, I will try and laugh it off, because, I mean, I know what it's like to be in that situation from the other standpoint, you know what I mean? Like, for people to try and clown you, so I kind of, I kind of laugh it off myself so that way people can't clown me with me being embarrassed already. So
So
that's
you
what it
you
is.
make fun of yourself. Is that what I mean?
Basically, like if everyone else is laughing, it's better to laugh because then you just feel better about yourself. So.
His explanation was kind of long, but don't worry about it, y'all. We're back to our person. We're back to our Reese's Pieces at the moment. Yes, we are. Like, I have a question for you. I don't know if you're prepared for it though.
I'm prepared.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Are you sure?
very sure.
He's not ready, you guys. How do you feel about asking for help?
Honestly, that is one of my biggest problems. I don't ask for help for any of my problems. I never do it at all. That's one thing my mom talks about actually a lot because I don't really call or do anything. Like, she usually never knows any of my problems, and that's honestly all my life. I usually deal with all my problems by myself. So it's just something that I am still working on.
But we're
And-
social creatures. Why do you find it hard to ask for help?
Because I'm usually the person helping out others. And usually I don't go to other people because I'm afraid that they will judge me on what my problem is in the first place before even helping me. So I decided I'll just help myself and keep it at that, really.
Okay.
And honestly, my mom actually had called me yesterday just to check up on me just because I haven't called her. Gave me some words of encouragement just in case I did needed help in anything. Just because I really don't talk to anybody else about my problems.
Okay, so that feeling right there about asking for help and stuff, like what feeling do you think comes over you at that time? What emotion?
Like when I want to ask for help,
Mm-hmm.
usually if I'm at the point of asking for help, it's not a good time for me because I say mentally wise, I'm a very strong person. I usually can deal with a lot by myself. So if I get to the point where I'm asking for help, I'm basically almost at rock bottom. So the feeling is not great. Usually I hate asking for help. It's not like the best thing, not the best time for me. So, yeah.
What was it? So I take it you feel somewhat vulnerable when you ask for help?
I feel very vulnerable when I ask for help. I feel vulnerable. I feel like I'm weak. I feel like I'm putting out something that it's not what I want to put out towards a person. And if I am asking that person for help, that person should know it's a very special person. Usually my way of asking for help is just by having company around me. So if you ever if a person like me asking for help is just inviting somebody just to hang out with me, just so I can have a company with me. But I'm not going to tell you my problems really, but just sitting there talking to you and just telling problems that really don't bother me as much to tell. It really helps subside the bigger problems that I probably am working on. It's just by having somebody around me for company. That's usually my help.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just ask you the question. What emotion do you feel is a weakness in humanity?
I don't know if you call it an emotion, but I feel like everybody's biggest weakness, one of the biggest weakness, is one's ego. Because one's ego is what keeps people away from asking for help, and also keeping, I would say, just keeping you from asking for help, and vice versa, I would say. So I would say ego is like one's weakness because it keeps you, I guess, from being communicative with other people because you feel like you don't need nobody's help. You only got you. So yeah.
Okay. On an average day, what is your main focus? Task and results, or people and results?
My main focus, honestly. Well, you mean Okay, so before I ask that question, I have a couple of questions. When you mean task and results, can you clarify? What do you mean, like? Do you mean doing, thinking of your task and then thinking of the results, or paying attention to people and then results on that?
Okay, I guess let me clarify this, please.
Because honestly, at this point in my mindset, it would be neither.
Oh, what? Ain't nothing wrong with that now. I'm like, so like, what is your main focus throughout the day as you're going throughout your daily routine? If you do live by routine, or if you hate routine, like, what is your daily?
I usually never my routine, of course, always goes by my job and my classes, but honestly, my daily goal is usually just to keep I always think about it, just to keep my mental state in a positive state. That's usually my goal at the end of the day. Am I mentally positive by the end of the day? If I am, it's a good day for me. That's about it. Really.
Well, thank you for this interview, Reese's Pieces, and our guest star over there. Yes, who we had for a couple of minutes, even though his explanation was entirely too long, in my opinion. But no, we're gonna accept it. We're gonna accept it. Thank you all.